Hello everyone, this is Ray Kierna. Most of you know me from Copter Concepts for my model helicopters. Today I am continuing with my documentation of my the fly diorama from the Monarch kit. This is the movie from 1958 featuring Al Hedison, Vincent Price, Patricia Owen, and Herbert Marshall. These are my next set of drawings, which is the disintegrator cabinet. My cabinet is actually 1/8 scale for the model and is movie accurate. Spent a lot of time studying the movie stills and photographs that I took from the particular movie. So here we have the going to be the left side of the disintegrator cabinet, which has all the grid work, and this is where the power cables run down from. Again, it's about 11 inches tall. This is the bottom part of the disintegrator cabinet with all the pads that are going to be in there. Mine is movie accurate because mine also has the foot pads in each of the corners, as you see here and here. Now here's the cabinet itself with the glass side. So glass will be on the front of the cabinet and the rear of the cabinet in the movie. All the framing is as shown here. So different various types of material for the styrene framing will be used over the glass. Handle is actually going to be made out of bent aluminum, a sheet aluminum and aluminum handle, which will be placed on this side of the cabinet on both front and rear glass. Now, I was able to catch what the top of the disintegrator cabinet looks like in the movie. By slowly freeze framing each and every single frame. I was able to catch these on the top of the disintegrator cabinet, which I call power couplers. But the power wires that runs from the control wall, that runs up, they go through along the ceiling or the wall, and then they cross here from the main control panel and attach to the top of these couplers, and there'll be 4 of them, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Now, after quite a bit of research and viewing of the film, this is the actual pattern of the screens. So this again is movie accurate, and on the back of the screen there will be some thicker what I would call strip material on the back side of these screens. Now there'll be 3 of them made, and they will fit here on the right side of the disintegrator cabinet. Now, I also noticed in the movie there are these like yellow tubes that come off of these black cooling tubes that are on the back of each screen. They're further away from the cabinet, and there's only 2 of these yellow tubes, and they're only on the outside screens only, not the center screens. So there'll only be 2 of these, and this is the position that they will be in on these black cooling tubes as well. So I do have my work cut out for me. Now, this is the upper part of the disintegrator cabinet. Now, this is the pattern on the top that I seen in the movie, the stills. Now, this will be on the inside of the cabinet, so the top will be like this, but the inside of the top of the disintegrator cabinet will have this particular pattern. This is where all the light blue lights come on. There's 10 disintegrator tubes. So these are the tubes here. This is the size of the tube. 10 are going to be required. So 10 will be here, plus in the center, this whole center is kind of like a frosted over kind of light. So what I'm planning on doing for the lighting of this, I'm going to have fading in and out ice blue lights that'll be in here. There'll be lenses on the disintegrator tubes. This will be like a brass color according to the film. And there will also be fading lights here. Now I may also add some small sublighting, like right here, maybe in 4 locations, and it's going to be kind of like rapid flashing ice blue light to simulate the final blinding burst of light when something disintegrates in this disintegrator chamber. So I'm still working out the lighting effects here, but I think if I go with the fading ice blue disintegrator tubes and central lighting disc, and then go with some very fast flickering strobe lights that'll be somewhere in here, maybe just right in between a couple of locations here. And if I can tie them all together and link it, it should be a really cool effect for the disintegrator cabinet that will be movie accurate. Okay, so right now all the drawings that you are seeing right now for the disintegrator cabinet is movie accurate piece by piece. So I've already figured out how I'm going to put it together, so it won't take long because I got most of the materials already, in my shop, so it shouldn't be that difficult to build. I did do one thing on the main control wall, and I'll show you what I did for the main control wall. I had the full whole wall that went from one side to the other. Here was another, so like here's the high voltage transformer here, here's the computer cabinet, and then here is the light control. This is all going to have the marquee lighting flashing on and off and flashing here and here, and all the flashing lights that'll be here, and this control which will have some more lighting here. I did have another section on this side that was a duplicate of this, as well as another duplicate of this computer bank without the control box way over here. But after measuring everything out, it was going to be over 3 feet long, and that's super huge. I really don't need it that big, so I figure I stopped this section of the diorama right at the end of this main marquee lighting computer bank here, or display here. So it'll be all of this, and then of course the disintegrator cabinet will sit in front of this, and then of course the neon fish tank, I haven't done the drawing of that yet. I got to do that today, but I'm going to be doing that drawing. And that's going to actually sit a little bit back here in front of this section here. And then I'm going to have another wall coming off of this transformer here, and that will be the wall that has the chalkboard on it. So it'll be the wall with the chalkboard, this part of the main control panel, and then of course the disintegrator cabinet in front there, and then of course the figure of the fly himself. Now I am going to be doing modifications to that particular kit, because I have to remake his hand, his human hand, so he can hold the axe. I'm going to have to remake the fly claw a little more accurate towards the movie, and that's got to be able to hold the axe as well, because the position I'm going to have him in, I'm not going to have Elaine Delhomme standing screaming at him, seeing him without his hood on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have the scene, it's going to be a frozen scene to where he's taking the axe and he's getting ready to chop up his equipment, and Elaine Delhomme's going to be on the chase lounge way off in the background, so I'm not going to even have her in this scene. It's just going to be the chalkboard on the left side here, all of this, the disintegrator cabinet, and then Andre Delhomme as the fly creature with the axe in his hand, getting ready to chop up his equipment. So by the time I'm done, everything that will be in this particular diorama and scene will be movie accurate, including Andre Delhomme, because in the movie, I know, the kit comes with like a tie, and I've seen people that actually, have the tie on him. During the movie, when he had the fly head, he did not have a tie. His collar was open, and he was not wearing a tie, and I'm presuming that's because the fly head was kind of big, and it was probably strangling him, so he, choking him, so he took off the tie. So mine will not have, I'm going to modify the kit so where he will not have the tie on. So again, that'll be a frozen moment from the movie where he is taking the axe and he's getting ready to chop up his equipment. Of course, there will be a kind of like a stone marble kind of floor that's going to, where this is all going to sit on, coming up, away from the main control wall itself. And I figure that's going to come out about maybe, 12 inches or so, maybe 14 inches, to give me enough room to have the disintegrator cabinet, because there's got to be enough room between the disintegrator cabinet and this main control wall, because in the movie, Andre Delhomme was able to come over here, turn on all these switches, flip switches here, come over here and turn on the equipment, and then walk around in front and get into the disintegrator cabinet. So the cabinet has to be far enough away from this main control wall to where the figure could fit, like he could walk in between the disintegrator cabinet and the main control wall. So that's how I'm going to build my diorama. The next drawings I am going to post will be the final 1/8 scale drawing of the neon equipment that's going to be over here. So once I get that done, then I'm ready to start building. once I start building, I will post a video of each portion of the build that I do, so each component can be seen built, how it looks, and then lighting effects as I go along, etc., will be shown as well. So if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button. Let me know what you think if you like what you see. Again, this is Ray Kurna signing off for now. I will continue with my diorama build and finish my drawings. Thanks for watching.